Hey guys, Denarius Lewis here, author, entrepreneur, humanitarian. This is just coming with a brief message. I've been recently continuously listening to this strange little voice inside called my intuition. And what my intuition has always told me is trust my gut feeling. That silent voice that at times you listen to or you may not, you always learn a lesson afterwards. You know, that little voice that says, hey, maybe I should do this or maybe I shouldn't. But even if you shouldn't, you still do it. Or even if you should do it, you don't do it. Yeah, you know that voice. We all have that voice. And so when I started to really develop my inner voice, changing how it talked, how it felt, how it even spoke within inside me, I was able to then change how the outcomes outside in the materialistic and external world. And then I was able to really define how you're able to manifest and really be positive 24/7, because yes, I can wake up and be negative, but I already know that outcome. And if I continue to know that outcome and live in that negative mindset, then I've ultimately become a negative person. I have negative results, and so on and so on. And with me knowing that and going down that pattern, why would I not go down a different route and try to be positive and do things that positive people do? Reading books, listening to motivational talks, surrounding myself with better people, doing things in a positive mindset or positive, physical matter, so I can actually live something different than what I may have experienced or may be currently experiencing, which is that negative notation. Living positive is more than just reading the books, listening to the audios. It's developing a philosophy towards life and developing who you want to be within this life, because there's one little thing that people sometimes forget: we don't make it out alive. With all the BS that you feel that you're going through in life, all the stresses that you feel that are real, I'm here to tell you they're not. They are just the figmentation of your imagination. And that's a daunting thing I learned when I was able to overcome my own past barriers of being homeless, surviving the summer of 2013 with only $1.78, and then getting out of negative friendships and partnerships and relationships, so I can actually know that with me getting out of these tough situations that I may not know how to do, I'm able to do because I want to, or I'm going to find a way to, by getting out of my comfort zone and shaking hands with people that I may not have a common relationship with, but I can do so or develop one if I put in the time. Intentional networking, getting out of my comfort zone, going to networking events where people are half my age, and I'm doing my best to be the professional as many of the people are in the room. Doing things that are against what your norms are. How are you ultimately going to be that person if you're not ultimately seeing yourself as that person and surround yourself with people who are those people? The successful people, the people who look like they have it all, the people who are happy, the people who meditate, the people who are what you may want to be or emulate or just have a little taste of. Because whether you believe it or not, you do compare yourself to someone out there in the world, unintentionally and sometimes intentionally. But if you see something, let's not be envy of it. Let's discover it. Let's ask questions. Let's see what the real message behind all that is. Because success is not having financial, at times it's not about being financially wealthy. It's generally about being mentally healthy, having great relationships, surrounding yourself with great people, and having something more than just a physical matter that only can really get more physical matter. It's great, but it ultimately is still a numbing feeling internally. So being around authentic people who genuinely want great relationships is something that I take prideful in. And so when I continue to see the people I'm around, I ultimately know where my destination ultimately has to go. And so this is just a brief message, guys. Get out there and do more. Become the person you want to be by acknowledging who you are today. Your future is ultimately your present. Your past is ultimately your present as well. It's a little paradox. But once you discover life and actually want to map it out, the doors ultimately will open. But it only starts with you being positive, doing all the things that positive people do, and getting away from the negativity that life will throw at you. Again, thank you guys for watching. This is Denarius Lewis. Follow me on all the social medias with that same name. Have a blessed day, and just remember, the days are ultimately yours when you believe they are. Thank you.